Thanks for visiting Beever Golf. I hope you enjoyed your lesson, and what I want to do now is give you a short video recap of what you learned today. Thanks again and best of luck.
Hi James, nice to see you tonight. Been a bit too long with our catch up, but just want to recap on a few things that we worked on tonight. So first thing we worked on was we needed to get the club hinging a little bit early. As we can see your takeaway here, we know you always tend to struggle getting the club a little bit behind you, and we can see already that club has definitely gone behind you. So if we draw a line on that in your shaft, can't even draw a straight line tonight, there we go, that'll do. We can see the shaft unfortunately goes underneath that red line. Yeah, so I wanted to get you hinging it a little bit early, so as your hands reach sort of halfway, that's your position here. And if we compare you to Justin here on the right, who swings it I think pretty tidy, we can see that his shaft stays above that red line for 1 and 2. Once his hands are sort of halfway going back, we can see the shaft's already cutting through his right forearm. So he's just got that little bit of a more upright hinge, which is a little bit more important to you. So an easy thing is just set up with your bum against a wall or a fence and just miss the fence going back, and that'll get the club hinging a little bit earlier. To the top of the swing, James, always do a really good job. Love the top of your swing. Just thought it was a little bit short, but that's obviously because of less hinge. So the more hinge the swing will just, you'll swing it a little bit longer. If we compare that to Justin, we can see his swing's a little bit longer than yours. So from the top, this is where things started to go a little bit wrong. If we keep an eye on your lower half, really your hips, as you start down, you can see now that you're starting to spin. Okay, so when you are coming down now, lines are good, left arm's good, club's good, but your lower half's just too far in front of you. Your weight's gone to the left side, which is good, but you've spun so much your arms are a long way behind you, and now it's all playing catch up. We can see the club drops a tiny bit behind, and for me here the club's got a little bit too much loft on it. I'd like to see the face pointing a little bit more at the ground. So everything's telling me you've got to rotate hard now with the hands and to try and square the club face up. And we can see you haven't actually rotated that, and that's why it went a little bit to the right. So if we just get to the top again quickly, as you start coming down, keep an eye on your left knee as I'm coming down. So already now it's gone now. Okay. If we look at Justin's left knee as he starts down, you'll see that as he comes down, he'll get lower down in his swing. So his arms are falling faster down before we lose his left knee. So we've just lost it there. So we can see there, if we draw a line through his hands, are pretty much waist height, where yours is still sort of on your face or neck line. So really for you, James, all I wanted to do from the top of the swing there, I wanted you to still transfer your weight left, but just feel like you keep your hips closed. And felt like a little bit more weight went into the left heel as well. That obviously help you keeping them hips back. And also I wanted to get the arms down a little bit faster. So I gave you a couple of drills. So if we look at Rose again, we can see his club never once again goes on the inside as he's coming down. His club face on that's a tiny bit blurry there, but we can definitely see that his face line at this angle here is on that line. And with yourself, I can see obviously one frame slightly earlier, but yours is a little bit more open. So we worked on holding them hips, move it to the left, hold them hips slightly closed. I wanted you to get the arms down quicker, and I wanted you to get that club face a little bit more shut and in front, so just almost like Rose has there for me. So if I just quickly go through Rose's swing again, really easy for you, James. Draw a line with your shaft. You can see here to the top of his swing, coming down, you can see he never goes on the inside of that red line. That's a very good swing. The ball's never really going to go left from there. So last little bit, hold them hips back, move the weight into the left heel, keep them hips as they are, gives time to the arms to fall down, keep the club face a little bit more shut, and then get the club a bit more in front, and boom, you're going to be ripping it again and get that handicap down to 0. Well, I hope that helps, and if you have any questions or you're finding a move particularly difficult, please contact me on the numbers on this page or via my email address, philbeaver@hotmail.co.uk. Many thanks.